Hi friends, welcome back. I wanted to come on here and do a really quick video. I have been using a standard TN for, I don't know, several months now. I think since like October 2023. I don't use like very many pages a day, but I am running out of, I'll show you. I have this composition notebook that's graph paper that I cut down like years ago, and I am almost out of pages. I think I have like, I don't know, 30 left maybe. So I kind of wanted to cut a new one so that I could start May fresh. Today is May 2nd, so I thought if I went ahead and got it cut now, that I could finish using it for May, probably through the end of the year. Or I don't know, maybe I will finish May in this one and start June in a new one. Right now I do have I kind of use this as my study journal, my growth journal, my learning journal. I guess you could really call it any of those three. Anything I want to learn about or I think that will help me grow. It can even be something as simple as like notes from a book that I'm reading. Anything like that goes in this book. So my first booklet, I just started this a couple days ago, is for, I'm learning about the moon phases. So, and how us as females, our body can kind of sync and connect to that. So I'm trying to learn about that to see if that helps me with my weight loss or my health journeys, anything like that. And then I have one of those little cardboard folders. There's nothing in that. This one is a monthly, yeah. It has a monthly spread, a monthly, and then a weekly. It starts the weeklies right after that. But I am on the last month in this one, so this one will go away very soon as well. And then I have one of those little plastic folders with the zipper. It's in upside down right now because I just took it out of something else. So this will stay in here. And then I also wanted to show these. I forgot about these in my last video. These are like the cutest little, I might have shown them in another video. They are the cutest little page flags, like page holders. And they are actually, I don't know if I can get my camera to focus. They're actually from the Midori. Midori brand makes them. I don't remember if I ordered them with a Midori notebook or if I ordered them on Amazon. But here's the packaging for them. You can see up here it does say Midori. There's 51 clips, 6 covers. I'm sorry. Clips, 6 colors, 18 pack in the flower shape. And there's a bunch of different colors in there. They do kind of like stick up on the page a little bit. Let's see if I can show you. They do kind of bulk up just a little bit, but if you use them at the top or the bottom, they're actually like the perfect size, and they fit really tight. Like they don't, they really hold on to whatever you put in them. They're really super tight right there in that spot. But you can also fit, you can see the thickness of it. You can also fit several pages in it. So I really like those right now. So yeah, anyway, back on track. I want to go ahead and do a new graph paper notebook. This one I cut up really bad. And this one that I do today, I also want to round the edges of, because again, I'm going to be using it for quite a while. It's almost kind of, I guess you could kind of say even like a commonplace book, but it's anything that I want to learn or grow, or something that I want to keep track on to be able to look back at. So That's what I use my pretty blue Traveler's Notebook for. It's not a Traveler's Notebook brand, it's just Amazon. I don't have anything in the front. And then I did stick in, it's just one of those sticky folders from Amazon, a pack of those, and it's just got old freebies in there. And this is construction paper from probably Michael's or Hobby Lobby that I like the print of. I thought it looked cool with my navy blue. So yeah, I thought I would come on here and cut down a notebook really quick so I can have one ready for the next time I need it. So what I do is I do use another one and I do measure because I want it to fit right. So then I just line it up here. Let's double check. Line it up here. And I just make marks along the notebook. What's that one? That one's probably too high. Let's do one a teensy bit lower since we're going to cut the top off. And then I will make a line here. Just because I want my cover to be straight. The inside pages I don't really care as much about. And then I need to know this way. You'd think I would know the dimensions of them, but I don't. Oh, I just about made that perfect, didn't I? Beautiful. And then I will just do one. Right across there. And then I am probably going to take this sticker off. So when I do notebooks like this, I do save all the extra, like this whole part of the notebook that I cut off. I will save that because I will use that as scrap pages for future. And then, I don't know if you guys read this or not, but this is a Pen and Gear composition notebook from Walmart. If you have a Walmart near you, I think these are like $2 because they're graph. It might even be because of the what's it called too, the Pen and Gear brand. So this is how I do it. I just lay down an old magazine, something that I don't care if it gets cut or not. And then I am right-handed, so I do it on this side. Wow, that was a really crooked line, wasn't it? Anywho, put my lid on my marker. And then I use one of these craft knives. I don't know the technical term for it. X-Acto knife, maybe is what it's called. And I just start cutting. You should probably do this with a metal ruler. I've done it with a wood ruler before. It worked really well. I can't find my wood ruler right now, so this plastic one's going to have to do. And I just go slow and take my time. Cutting through all those pages as smoothly as I can. And the end over here doesn't really matter to me because that's going to get cut off anyway, so I'm just making sure I'm getting through the book itself. And I think the last time I did this too, I did end up having to use a pair of scissors to cut the binding off, which is fine as well. I wonder if I'm not there yet. My hand's getting sore. From pushing. Am I there yet? Still so close. Oh. Okay, I am all the way through. Except for down here. So let's do a little bit more down here. Okay. That's definitely through. So then I'll do this side a little bit too. This doesn't really mess it up. Okay. So with this, I don't know if I have my strong scissors down here. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. So what I do now is, because this is a little bit roughed up, on the top part of your knife here, if you have this kind of a knife, it's almost kind of like a piece of sandpaper. And I just kind of file the top of it. Some of that will need to be, get my scissors out here, see if I can fix that little guy. But it's also really not that big a deal. It's going to be in the corner of your book anyway, so. And there is that top part. So these are fun to keep too. I've cut these down before. Actually, I have my other one from my other book right here. I cut it down and just use this as little scraps too. So that's fun to have. Alrighty, now the fun part, because the other side is harder to do, in my opinion, if you've never done one before. It can be like I said, that's really not that big a deal. Okie dokie. Let's do the other part. Make sure you are on your magazine so you don't cut through on your pretty desk mat. And then I just start cutting again. So it just takes a little bit of patience. But for the most part, it will be pretty straight. I try not to worry about those extra sheets. Just kind of let them flop around if they need to. All right, let's see. Okay. Little scissors go again. There's a lot more pages back there than what I thought. Let's keep going. Hope I'm still in frame too. Sorry if I'm not. I think I am. Okay. Perfect. And then I do the same thing up here again, down this side. Just gonna pinch the pages together. Like I said, I'm going to round the corners, so that won't really matter. I wish I wouldn't have used a red Sharpie now. Listen, note to self, there is a red line across the front now that I'm going to want to trim, if that's okay. It's just down here on this bottom half. So I will very carefully cut this off. And then once we do that, we round the edges and then we're all done. So pretty. Then you have the new TN notebook and a bunch of fun scrap paper. You could use these, cut these in half or quarters and use them as post-it notes, tip-ins, whatever kind of fun stuff you would like. Also, don't be like me and leave your knife out. Put the lid on. Safety. So then I just clean up my mess. And this all goes onto I also like to use the covers around the corners on this and use these as bookmarks because it's a little bit thicker. Or I guess depending on what size they are when you cut them, you could use them, like hole punch them and use them in your rings planners, all that fun stuff. I just really enjoy like using what I have too, you know. It's so fun to kind of cut things up. My actual idea before I cut this up, I had out a large Moleskine daily. I'll show you. I have this guy out. This is the large, so it's almost A5. Pocket Daily Moleskine. I don't like the red, and it's a hardcover. I don't know what it is about the Moleskine. I want a soft cover, so I don't remember what year this is. If it was like a 2022, yeah, it must have been a 2022. But so what I've done is I went through and whited out with my cream whiteout. I don't know if you can catch any of that. Oh, you can there, yeah. You can see where I whited out all the daily numbers so I could reuse it again. I was going to cut this down to a TN size because it's like the perfect height. But if I do that, I won't be able to use the monthlies with the Sunday. So I may end up painting this or doing something fun with it. But I just love the Moleskine Daily as well. So this will probably be a future project. I saved it for now. And decided just to cut up this little guy because I do love the graph in this one. So, but yeah, that's it. I'm not going to make this video any longer. I'm going to round the corners and probably get it set up for June. I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.